Hello everyone, it's Abdul Basit here and welcome to my channel Formula Racing Central. Here in this channel, we will be covering the 2023 season and more content in the future. In this channel, you can expect telemetry data, which I will be going into detailed analysis, and the telemetry data will be coming after every quali sessions. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. So, as you all know, that F1 2023 season is just around the corner. So, there are plenty of stuff that we will be covering in this channel, but for now, I'm going to give my predictions for the 2023 season. Uh, Coming on to my predictions. So here is what comes at number 10. I'm going with Williams. There are plenty of reasons that I'm going with Williams. I don't think they have the car, the team, and the budget to be challenging up front or midfield. And with the new team principals, James Wolves, he will take time to get into the team and improve the team altogether. Plus, they have the rookie in terms of Logan Sargent. I don't think so. He will be competing near Alex Albon, and all the burden will be onto the Alex Albon. Plus, here Logan Sargent will be doing a lot of driver errors, so it will be his learning curve. During this time, we will be learning about Formula One and getting into the car in the first few races. Uh, so, at number 9, I'm going with Alpha Tauri. They are actually going to compete with Williams, but I don't think they can compete up high the grid. So again, they have a rookie driver in terms of De Vries. So yeah, you can argue about De Vries. He is a great driver. He scored on the first F1 outing. So yeah, you can agree on that. But I don't think the team will be making such a car that compete high up the grid. And again, all the responsibilities will be coming on to Yuki Tsunoda's shoulder. But again, he's a very impatient driver. As we all know, he is screaming on the radio to the team. So that's why I'm keeping this team at number 9. At coming on to number 8, I guess it's a pretty bold prediction, you can say, but it will be Alpine. And I have some reasons, and I'm concerned about Alpine. That's why I'm keeping them on number 8. So I guess they have issue with their drivers, with Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon. I don't think they can easily get along, and the team has to take control of both of them when they will be racing each other. So in terms of driver, I don't think they are going anywhere. With all the rumors based and all that, the data shows that they have actually lost 16 horsepower in the engine while solving reliability issues. So I don't think they can move high up the grid. Coming on to number 7, actually, this is a pretty decent team, and I will be going to keep it at number 7. Is Alfa Romeo. The reason I'm keeping Alfa Romeo here is that they have all the tools to be competing at number 7. They can compete high, but I'm keeping it them at number 7. They have the two drivers that are extremely talented, with Valtteri Bottas having all the experience. Zhou, after having such a phenomenal rookie season, he is up there with Bottas. But again, the thing is that the only thing is concerning me that how the new team principal Ravi will be continuing the role, and of course how he will take approach in terms of drivers and car development and all that stuff. Coming on to the upper midfield now, this is where things get interesting. And at number 6, I'm going with Aston Martin. Yep, Aston Martin. You heard that right. First of all, they can be competing at number 5, but I think the number 6 is really good standings for them after such a horrendous year. The reasons that I've kept them in number 6 is that they have all new driver in terms of Fernando Alonso. He's a great driver. He's really talented. He has a lot of experience, so he can be grabbing points on his given day, or even when the circumstances are really challenging. And obviously Lance Stroll, who can deny Lance Stroll's ability when he is on a day he grabbed his pole position back in 2020 Turkish Grand Prix. I think that the team's lineup is really good, and with the team management level, they have really good team principle. And number 5th, I'm going with, and it's a pretty bold prediction. I'm going with Haas F1 team. So yep, you will be like, what the fuck the guy is doing? I mean, no one can imagine that Haas can be in 5th place. But in my personal point of view, and what I've heard based on the rumors, I think they can perform really well. I mean, they have the car last year to be in 5th place. They were the contenders in the first few races. I mean, they had everything they could have. Just if their drivers and strategy and reliability could have been fixed, with Mick Schumacher making a lot of driver error last year. The things have changed for us. They have replaced Mick Schumacher, and now they are bringing up Nico Hülkenberg. I mean, with K-Mag and Nico Hülkenberg, they have in terms of midfield, they have the best driver lineups. I mean, experience plus speed, they will be in a really good place to be competing for the fifth. And the reliability issues, again, they have a Ferrari engine. And based on all the rumors, again, the reliability has been solved for Ferrari. So I think they are really in a really good position to be competing for fifth place in the constructor, and they can get fifth place if just their strategies can be worked on. Number four, I have McLaren. Yeah, McLaren. I mean, what can you say about McLaren? They are the best team in the midfield. They have two really talented drivers, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri, you can argue that it's his rookie season, and I'm not denying that he won't be doing driver errors. But again, Oscar Piastri is a really good driver. He's performed really well in junior categories. It will be down to the car that McLaren will be providing, but I think Oscar Piastri can be really good driver alongside with Lando Norris, two young guns in the team, both pushing harder each other, and that can give the team a really good, result on a weekend if they both push together. And I mean, this team is capable of getting a podium, at least a podium. If the things aren't right at the front, they can grab a podium or two at least. And just like Lando Norris did last year in Imola GP, I mean, Lando was the only driver in the midfield to get up there on the podium. I mean, the only driver. You have what, like 14 drivers, and it was just one driver out of 14 who grabbed a podium last year. Keeping aside the top three teams, yeah, of course. So I think they have really good pairing. They have the team principal, Andreas Stella. He can manage the team really well. He have known the team from inside. So I think it's a safe bet to be going with for the fourth with McLaren. Now then, coming on to the top guns, likes of Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull. You need to be favoring your favorite team, of course, on the top guns. But again, it's down to the simulator data, rumors, and of course a lot of things. I'm going with Red Bull at number 3. I don't think so. They will be up there fighting with Ferrari and Mercedes for the constructor championship. It's down due to the budget cap issues. Right, they exceeded the budget cap of 2021. The budget file was open in 2022. They are punished with the wind tunnel time, getting only 63% of the wind tunnel time. I think that's where the problem really starts with Red Bull. 63% of the wind tunnel time, they can't do much things. If any piece or anything of aerodynamic piece isn't on the right place, I don't think they will be getting enough of positive data on the CFDs. So yep, you can say that the cost cap has damaged the team internally, and cost cap breach has also damaged the Red Bull integrity. Second of all, is the controversy between the two drivers, Checo and Max. Obviously, who doesn't know what Max did to Checo?
Max, let Checo through, please.
I told you already last time. You guys don't ask that again to me. Okay? Are we clear about that?
Yeah. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you.
I'm sorry about that, Checo.
They were fighting for 6th and 7th in Brazil. Red Bull Pitbull asked for him to give place, but Max did. So I think Checo helped Max Verstappen to win the World Championship in 2021. Helped Red Bull to win Constructors and Max Drivers Championship in 2022. I don't think he will be probably playing a team game now. He will be just, I'm the driver, this is my car, I need to push harder, and beat that guy Max Verstappen. I need to beat him. So I think this will create a lot of controversy in Red Bull in terms of drivers, and I don't think so that they can be up there. They can be up there with likes of Ferrari and Mercedes. So coming on to number 2, I mean, yeah, I'm going with Ferrari. This is the safest I can go with Ferrari. You don't know what to expect from Ferrari. They can be really good on the given day. They can be really bad on the given day. I mean, it's just Ferrari. Who can forget Hungary 2022? They messed it up with this guy. Arguably, they have the best two drivers on the grid with Mercedes, but they aren't. They aren't going with this is my number 1, this is my number 2 philosophy. They need to go with it. Like, you can't say that we will decide in mid-season, during the season, that okay, Leclerc is in front or Sainz is in front, so he's my number 1, he's my number 2. One driver needs to be in supporting role of another driver. I mean, you have the two best drivers. Okay, so I mean, if one driver isn't performing, the second driver must be there, to be performing up against those teams like Red Bull and Mercedes. With Fred Vasseur coming in for Ferrari, I think he will take time to, get into the rhythm of Ferrari and wearing that infamous red color. He will take time, and with the same strategy department, I don't think they are going anywhere with strategies. They will have same blunders over and over again with the same strategy department. And but yeah, they have solved their reliability issues to go by with all the numerous based, and they have found 30 horsepower in the engine. Coming on to the constructor champions, all 9 teams are done. We are just left with the almighty Mercedes. What can we say about the team? They are just phenomenally. I mean, they have all the power and tools to go and win that 9 constructor championship. They have 2 best drivers. Lewis Hamilton, 7-time world champion. George is an extremely talented driver. He will be up there with Hamilton. If I go with all the simulator data, they have some positive results. Their car will be again improved, and they have gone with different suspension. They knew what's wrong with the car. They have already created porpoising in simulator to address it, which is phenomenal for them. If Ferrari does make the right strategy call, this championship can go down to the wire, and Mercedes or Ferrari can win it. But I think Mercedes will be clear up in the top. It will be really close between Ferrari and Mercedes, but Mercedes will be taking the championship. Please do like this video, and I hope I see you all soon. In the next video, I will be there. See you.